Welcome to a nice December day. I know that you are now freezing in Europe and America, but Israel, this is our winter. It's very strange for me to see long sleeves t-shirts now because it's quite hot. But I think people from Europe are still afraid that it's going to be too cold for them. Then we are at the Jewish Quarter. I do have around 15 minutes to create that amazing video. This is Friday. Friday, it's a holiday for the Jews, and they are soon Shabbat will enter, and the Jews won't be able to use their, let's say, electricity. They won't be able to cook. They won't be able to use cars. I'm talking about religious Jews. And one of the things they won't be able to use is this Kosher ATM, because you cannot withdraw money on Shabbat. And Shabbat will start at let's say sunset. A day in Judaism starts at sunset, then 5 p.m. it will be already Shabbat. Here you can see one of the synagogues that have been destroyed by the Jordanians in 1948. When they occupied the city in 1948, they destroyed the Jewish Quarter. Let me surprise you that the Jewish Quarter and the whole city of Jerusalem wasn't supposed to be owned by Israel and not by Palestine. It was supposed to be owned by the United Nations. But when the Jordanian occupied future Palestine, they actually occupied the whole city of Jerusalem. And if we're talking about that, this is another replica of a synagogue that had been destroyed at 1948. And the nickname of that synagogue is the Ruined Synagogue. Why the Ruined Synagogue? Because it was destroyed, it's been destroyed twice. And after they built a replica of it, some people, and one mentioned who, they say that they will destroy it again. Then it's the nickname of that synagogue, the Hurra Synagogue. Now, why there's a square here? Because when we excavate a city in 1967, before we built the new Jewish Quarter, we found so many evidence. Then beneath us, there are so many museums. And one museum, it's a must if you want to visit houses from the priest families at the time of King Herod / Jesus, if you are a Christian. Then it's a very important museum. Sadly, it's been renovated now, then it's closed. But if you will write in my YouTube channel, if you will write the wall or Archaeological Museum of Jerusalem, you will find it. That's the entrance to it, and sadly it's closed. Yeah, Herodian Quarter, Herodian Museum, you will find it. When you will come, come to Jerusalem, you will see it. Let me show you how the synagogue used to look like, and I'm waiting for the moment that they will open it because I want to climb up to the Tiferet Israel synagogue. That's the name of it. Because the view from the roof is amazing. Then you can see how it looks like before 1948, and now they're rebuilding it. It's a beautiful place here because in the Jewish Quarter there's another Jewish cult. Some will say that they are not Jews, but they believe that they are. It's called the Karaite. And I'm not entering into the roots of it, but it's such an important place to visit. This is their synagogue. And the main road that we saw, is above it. Now, every shop here, I'm talking about food, is kosher. Kosher, you cannot mix dairy products with meat. There are no cheeseburger, not pepperoni pizza, not burger with ice cream next to it. And there is a certificate that tells us that it's a kosher place. Let me show it to you. But in about 1 hour from now, it will be closed. Everything will be closed here. That's why I'm taking the video right now. We are very close to Hanukkah. Then you can see the Chanukiah, the candle broom, the menorah with the 8 candles. It's too loud here. Then let's go look for a different place. Here it is. Come back. This is the certificate of the kosher food, and a religious Jew will know that he can eat there. In Tel Aviv, it will be difficult to find kosher places, but here, it's almost obvious. Now, this is the main road, but if we will take left, we will, right, we will enter to the more quiet part of the Jewish Quarter. As you can see, everything is new here, from 1967 and up. Oh, that was a little bit too difficult for me. In about a week from now, it will be Christmas, but it will be Hanukkah. And I will be here with the groups, mainly by myself, to prepare videos for you. And they will light the candle broom, the menorah. Here, every day, they will light one more candle. And it will be so beautiful to see it. Then I will take some videos and upload it to you. Did you already subscribe to my channel? Please do that. You are part of my family now. Look how beautiful is the Jewish Quarter. It's beautiful, isn't it? Then when you are reaching the Jewish Quarter, it's true for the Christian, the Muslim, and the Armenian Quarter, try not to be only at the main street. Look at what he's wearing above his shirt. It's called Little Talit. You can see the strings. There are 2 here. And 2 behind him. And the idea, the smell of the food. I'm starving. The smell of the food is amazing now. Now they can cook, but in about a few hours they won't be able to cook. Then it's called Little Talit, and the 4 strings actually tells us a story. God wants every Jew to wear it. I'm talking about men. Why? Because they will see the strings, and they will ask us why. And the answer is because we are Jews and we must behave like good ones. And the back ones, they cannot see it, but you saw it, and you can ask them some questions. Then usually it's beneath the shirt, but you saw that he did it, put it on top of it. They're renovating here a wall. It's called the Broad Wall. It actually looks like that. And it's from the 8th century BC. Built by King Hezekiah. If you read the book of Yeshaya 22:10, you will actually understand it. It's a 7-meter wide wall, and we excavate only 65 meters of it. Then, although it's a modern quarter, before we build the Jewish quarter, we could excavate, and that's what we found. And now they are renovating it. Then, in that case, you can see ancient things in the modern Jewish quarter in the old city of Jerusalem. At the head, you can see the tefillin, and there's one at the left hand of him as well. In it, there's the stripe that God told us, some prayers that God told us to put it between our eyes and next to our heart. The Jews took it literally, and now it's like a box. See, that man is using it too. Box between the eyes, and there's another one at the left part of it. Now, what is that street? This is part of the corridor. The corridor looks like that. Then it looks like that. You can see here shops, and then the sidewalk, which was covered. Then you will recognize the columns. a road for the carriages and another street. Then what you see here is the left part of it. Shops are right here. Then the sidewalk is right there. We already excavated, and in this part we cover it, but soon you will see another part of it. I don't know what they are doing, but I hope that it won't be difficult for me to cross it. Oh, they put a sign here. They're talking about, oh, here it is. We are at the shops area and sidewalk, and that's the main road. Another sidewalk and shops. You see here, it's actually, you see the columns and how it looks like it. Above it, they build houses. Another, remember the ruined synagogue? It's now, we actually see it at the other side of it. And let me show you another part of the corridor, which they lived it just like that. And this is beautiful to see. If you want to support the channel, I will be more than happy. There are a few options. The first option is, and this is the new one, beneath the videos, you will see when you actually click the like, you will see a sign of a heart and a dollar sign in it. Click on it and you can donate a little bit. And another option is buy me a coffee link and PayPal. The links of mine is at the description of that video, and if you won't find it, you can always ask me. I'm just going to the other side because the sun is in our eyes now. Here it is, the corridor, shops, sidewalk, columns, and remember it was covered. The road is right here. It was wider than that, and another shops were there. It's called the corridor with C. And you can find the corridor in every Roman city, and that used to be a Roman city. This is from the 6th century. It's the main road from north to south. You will remember that name forever, because if you will go to a doctor who deals with the heart, you will go to the cardiologic, which is the heart of the city. And here it is in front of you. I'm going back to the main square, but you must understand that there are so many other places here in the Jewish quarter. And if you will write Jewish quarter in my video, on my channel, you will find at least 100 videos of it. But that is unique because it's just before Shabbat, and let me show you a map of it. Jaffa Gate, that's where I entered to the city today. They have few quarters, few neighbors. This is the Armenian neighborhood. Next to it is the Jewish neighborhood, and you can see the Churva. Tiferet Israel is the new synagogue that you saw that I'm renovating or build it. And the Muslim quarter, which is the biggest one. And the Christian quarter around the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. And the most important part is that the Temple Mount, which was the Jewish temple, and the Western Wall, the Wailing Wall, is part of the Jewish quarter and was part of the wall that King Herod built to create a plaza. On top of it, he built the Jewish temple. Today, it's a Muslim site. You saw the Dome of the Rock. According to the Muslims, Muhammad ascended into heaven from there. Hanukkah is on the way. Then happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas to my Christian follower. And you can see here a menorah. There are two kinds of menorah. One is the one that was in the temple, and you will see that there are 7 candelabrum. And the Chanukiah, which I don't see it now, but you can see here it's like 9 candelabrum. Looks the same, different things, very connected to each other. And this is a replica of the menorah that used to be in the Jewish temple. Thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you in my next video. See you. Bye bye.